Yes, didn't mean to smash that with you coming, madam. And it's cool, you know, it's definitely, it's already, I think in the stream yesterday I said that the prison series is the most popular thing on my channel, and then I checked and it's actually now the tutorial series is the most watched single video on my channel. So obviously something people want. Before I did it, everyone was saying like, oh, I can't, you know, I would always say, oh, go watch Vorm, you know, Vorm has all this tutorial content. And people would say, no, no, you know, it's not updated. I want like current version stuff. Which there's some sense to that. Like there is stuff now that wasn't there when he did his tutorial stuff. But like for the most part, it's the same. You know, once you learn the basics, I wish people were more willing to experiment with the game. You know, because I get a lot of people who basically they just give me the same comments over and over. How do I do this? How do I do this? It's like once you know the basics, it shouldn't be about. Everyone wants to min max is really what I want to complain about right now. Everyone wants to min max, so everyone wants to know, well, what are the exact calories I need to eat in a day in order to survive? It's like I don't really have that answer. I don't want to give you that answer. You should just play the game and eat like a normal human being. Like that's min maxing drives me crazy. Well, what's the most optimal weapon that I should be using? Like because I'm noticing that later tier zombies have much more of this armor and I'm really not feeling very satisfied with it. Just pick whatever you want. Just play the game. Have fun with it. You know, I picked up the quarterstaff because I like it. You know, when we started this series like 3 months ago, I used the cudgel. I had never used the cudgel before, but people were like, I kind of like it. So I thought, I'll just try it. Why not? You know, have a little fun with it. Just do things. You don't need to be constantly min-maxing. It's a huge pet peeve I have with the community. Is like, because I really liked Korg's stomach changes last year when he changed the stomach content system. And I really liked that and thought that was a really like clever thing that should have been. I mean, it's based on, I guess, real life, you know, how your stomach processes things. But like, just the conceptually, I really liked it. And then like 99% of what I saw about it was like, oh, I hate this. I don't understand what hungry means. It's like, just eat some food, forehead. I don't know. I've strong opinions, internet. If you haven't noticed, I have strong opinions. I like talking crap about you, Cataclysm players. So how do I get down here? Just climb down. You may have problems climbing back up. Yeah, just don't slam me to the ground. We'll be fine. You should try to keep your balance. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, obviously we've explored the apartment tower at this point. I guess we just keep going. You know, I like cabins in the game for the most part, but there's also not really anything there. We'll hoof it out there. How much inventory space do we have? Like half. It's fine. We'll go out. It's probably just food and stuff anyway. Is this it? This is it. We'll check the cabin. Hello, fat zombie. We should really change their name. Fat is an offensive term. We should call them glandularly challenged. I don't know. Something a little bit more PC. I'd really like better clothes than this, I guess. I keep complaining about the clothes, but... Anyway. So yeah, I would like to stream on Thursdays, I think, because it's probably the day of the week when I have the most time. Fridays as well, but I saw, like I said yesterday, Vormithrax went live like 1 minute before I did, and I think that that is just not good for my viewer count to try and compete with Vorm. So probably won't be streaming Fridays, or if I do, it'll be like throwaway episodes. But I want to come up with a schedule because I think that people really they expect reliability. I think is like. So for me, I watch Northern Lion. I bring him up all the time. Fantastic YouTuber and Twitch streamer. Probably like in the top 1% of Twitch. He's very, very popular. But I watch him on a pretty regular basis. And I like knowing that, hey, on Tuesdays when I show up, he's doing his collaboration stuff with Team Unity. You know, it's going to be 4 of them. They're probably going to be playing a first-person shooter. Probably right now Warzone. And I like having that regularity to it. Friday was Checkpoint League. They were doing Super Mario Maker stuff. I think people like that. So I need to come up with a schedule. It's just rough with my... Like, there's nothing here that I want. I should not have hoofed it over here. Like, I think reliability is super important, and I've been really bad about that. You know, I still get comments from people who say, "Oh, you know, you missed a day of such and such," or "Why did you take a step back from YouTube?" or whatever, because I backed off to like 1 episode a day, 2 episodes a day, and I find it hard to please those people. I guess we can. I guess we can check out the trailer park and the adjacent house. I don't know what the monster density at the trailer park is like. I think last time I was there was quite a lot of monster density. In fact, I'm seeing several. Pack of Rot. That's right. Last time I went there was a pack of Rottweilers. So that's probably like a guaranteed or very common spawn or something. Child zombie. I mean, and there's nothing in the trailer park that we necessarily need. Acrid smell accompanies this corpse of a canine. Corpse of canine. That's probably a typo. Its whole body is covered in chains of pulsing cysts and slime-dribbling ulcers. Cysts is a hard one for me with my issues with S's. I don't want to go down there. I don't want to fight a bunch of dogs. They're hard to hit. It's annoying. Oh, and quite a lot of monster density there as well because I'm not actually in an area I've really explored. So let's back up and make a wide arc around here. We did pick up some followers here, unfortunately. So we'll deal with them. What is that? Manure, of course. So I don't know what produced that exactly, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll let these guys come over here. Hopefully put them down easily. We are, again, with the pain, our stats are a little bit hurting right now, but shouldn't be a huge problem. I guess we should go back to base and disinfect our wound. I mean, and I guess if we're going to push into town, we should clear in an area around us. I really hate having this motel right here, but I guess we push into the houses. So we'll do that. I don't know, it's been a while since I played early game Cataclysm. It's been probably 3 months. Oh, there's quite a lot of smoke in there. What is this? Hazy cloud. Is that the riot bot or whatever? Not the riot bot. What are they called? I've seen them twice in the last hour and I don't remember. I think that's the gas from that guy. Why hasn't that... Is that from when he was attacking us? Why hasn't that dissipated? It's been like... I don't know. A while. Anyway, let's head inside. Step into window frame. No, don't do that. Might be a good idea to set up some traps in that direction, in the direction of the motel. Get yourself a trap hallway for dealing with it. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to stay in the apartment building, instead of fighting everything, like we had some firefighter zombies and stuff over there. If we could just trap a bunch of stuff and then drag them over here, I think would be way safer than trying to hit everything with our quarterstaff. Although the significant amount that we healed overnight was surprisingly huge. Excuse me, my throat is being an issue. With the significant amount that we healed overnight, I mean, I don't really mind doing the meleeing. The only real issue that I'm seeing that I'm disliking a lot is the significant damage to our clothing. And I'm particularly worried about the motorcycle armor, because if that dies, we're gonna... I mean, we just don't have... I mean, it's the early game. What are you gonna do? It's the early game. We'll figure it out. Picked up more food. That's probably gonna go bad before we can eat it. Some soap, books. We got quite a bit of books as well. The apartment building has provided quite a lot in the way of books. I don't need the charger or cables. We also have a lot of ammunition, which is pretty surprising. Last time I played, I really struggled to find any kind of bullets at all. I guess we should start carrying the MP5 with us for situations like that riot bot, or when we get overwhelmed a little bit. And the 9mm is pretty standard ammo anyway. I don't think I need to carry more. It has a 50-round clip in it. I love the MP5. It's one of my go-tos in shooters. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty here and there over the last couple of weeks, and yeah, I like the MP5. Okay, so let's swap hats, I guess, since this hat is tore up, and throw on the cotton hat and drop the knit hat. Don't need a knit hat in the springtime anyway. It's not reliable when it's that fouled. Yeah, probably should clean that, huh? This is like the first time I've seen significant fouling on a gun. Usually, I don't know if that has changed over the last couple of months, but usually when I've found them, they've been virtually no fouling. And of course, the amount of fouling that you get from firing is so insignificant. I guess we should clean this. That's something we could do right now. Make ourselves a pipe cleaner. I don't have a pipe cleaner recipe. Are you serious? What are my skills? I have Fab 2. It's a pipe cleaner. Why can't I? Do you not need a pipe cleaner anymore? I don't know what to make of that. Can you use... No, you would not... Okay. How do I... Let's look through here. It should say something about fouling. Caused by repeatedly, blah, blah, blah. Accumulate slowly, yes. Levels of fouling. Yeah, I'm looking for how to clean fouling. It's with a pipe cleaner, right? It's mechanics. Okay. I'm not sure why making a pipe cleaner is mechanics, but that's fine. We do have a mechanics book. Our focus is 17. Very exciting. Let's go ahead. We might as well do a little skill training. It's something we should have been doing over the course of the last, several episodes anyway, which we have not been doing. Well, we're engorged, of course, because I ate 2 Sloppy Joes. Classic. We still have the MP3 player. Should still have charge to it, so we'll pick that up. That should circumvent some of this negative mood. Eat a bunch of... No, go away from the food pile. Eat a bunch of aspirin. You're full and would be forced... No, let's just wait a little bit. This engorged thing's really getting on my nerves. But it should be fine. So let's just pop in the earplugs, earbuds, and grab our... We just picked up an Under the Hood somewhere with 3 copies of Under the Hood. We'll just sit by the light radiation of our atomic lamp and read a little bit. Our focus is terrible, but it should trend upwards with the MP3 player. And now we're hungry. I was literally engorged like 3 minutes ago. Now we'll eat some aspirin. Ugh. Eat some aspirin. And have something to drink. I don't really want to pour more calories in our belly. What do we have that's light on calories? I mean, I should just have water somewhere, right? Just a couple bottles. We never made a proper big thing of water. Okay, and then have a swig of soy milk. That'll put our hunger... Nope, still hungry. Did we vomit? Is that why we're not hungry or engorged anymore? You no longer feel nauseous. You throw up heavily. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And we're hungry. Let's, why not? We just ate some Sloppy Joes and got sick. Why not pour a little bit more down our belly there? And we're engorged again. We went from hungry to engorged from one sandwich. Okay, don't complain. Let's just read the book and ignore everything that's happening. Just like in real life, when you eat too much and get sick, you just pretend nothing ever happened. And you just read a book. Oh man, what else can I talk about? Really nothing. I mean, my life is extremely boring. Family came home, and I went down because they were calling me, and they apologized because they had not seen. Like I said, I made a sign that says when I'm recording, so hopefully they can not be too loud or whatever. So at least the fact that they apologized shows that they recognized it was a not great thing to do. It's weird, right? Because like I don't want to be entitled. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, they should respect what I'm doing and they should listen. Oh, they should be quiet in their own home because I'm trying to record. Like that's I don't think like that, and that would be extremely disrespectful to my family to be like, well, my stuff is more important than their stuff, so they should just shut up and not, but it's one of those things, still working out courtesy stuff. It's especially, I talk about my brother all the time because my brother's an easy example of someone who does not respect other people. And so it's always like a balance between what is acceptable asks and then what is like stuff that I just have to get over. Your right leg aches. Oh yes, we should really disinfect, especially when we're wasting a whole day reading. We really don't want to get an infection. So can't pick up spilt liquids. Oh good. So all of our all of our antiseptic has been thrown on the floor for some reason. I'm sure that's a container related issue. So all of our disinfectant is gone, huh? Hydrogen. No, it says there's bottles. Is it not the A menu? Can't pick up spilled liquids. Why? Okay. Maybe we have to find the bottle in the list and activate the bottle. No. It says it's all on the ground. Is it just to consume? I do have the first aid kit, but I had so many loose bottles I just wanted to use % menu. Okay. Is it just consume? I'm trying to apply. Do you do it in the consume menu? No, not aspirin. First of all, let's get out of here. Pick up the hydrogen peroxide. So it's clearly in a bottle, and it's not on the floor. So we'll pick up a bottle of hydrogen peroxide. We'll come over here, activate. Okay, so once it's in my inventory, I can activate it. But when I try to activate it standing nearby, it assumes that it's on the floor. I'm not educated enough with Cataclysm stuff to say why I think that's happening. But okay, I'm sure it's Korg's fault, of course. But it's fine. We were able to disinfect. Yeah, I had the first aid kit as well. So I knew even if it had spilled every bottle, we still have a backup. But I try not to crack first aid kits until I have to, because I like to, especially once later in the game when you're trying to move around, it's way easier just to throw first aid kits in your trunk rather than picking up individual medical items. So I know it's a silly thing that doesn't matter at the moment, but yeah. So we'll go back to reading. Now that we are did we properly disinfect? We did. And of course our health is not in any real dangerous predicament. We're going to be just fine, and then when we sleep tonight, we'll be at full health. I do hate reading in the super early game. I prefer to grind my skills by crafting. That's becoming a little less valid these days. Just stick all your first aid stuff in a duffel bag and shove the bag into your car. That's absolutely true. I did not think about that. I still have not been taking full use of the nested containers. This is exactly what people have talked about for a long time. I just want to have a duffel bag with all my guns in it, and I still have not been doing that. You can name containers as well, right? So I could just call this duffel bag guns or whatever, and really easily sort things. I'm an old school Cataclysm player. I like my giant heaps of crap on the floor. What can I say? It's in our blood, We've been conditioned to play that way our whole lives. What are you gonna do? So drop the under the hood. We don't need that anymore. So mechanics 1, hopefully that's enough for a pipe cleaner. Can't make a pipe cleaner. Okay. So what I'm going to do, pull up the overlay, because the way I record, I can't do other things on the computer without it all being shown on screen. And we go to the item browser, and we type in pipe cleaner. And we click it, and we click craft, and it requires mechanics 1, and it's a recipe. It's in a book. Are you out of your mind, internet? So okay, let's have a real quick conversation about auto learned recipes in Cataclysm. It's a pipe cleaner. It's a wire that has some fluff on it. This should not be a book recipe. This is this is bad. So I do complain. So the two things I complain about most in Cataclysm, number one is when I come to a location that has a ton of monster density, and it doesn't really make sense that it would. And then the other thing I complain about is kind of the unbalanced like recipe stuff. This comes up. I mean, I try to be understand like so. I complain a lot, and I try really hard not to, especially about Cataclysm because I really love Cataclysm. But like, and another thing, I know people are working like literally right now. There are PRs where people are going through and addressing book learned recipes and things. But then sometimes stuff like this comes up, and it's like it shouldn't require Mechanics 1 to make a. It's literally, it doesn't even, yes, he's right. Sim says it doesn't even have fluff on it. You're absolutely right. It's literally just wire. So that is disappointing. And we'll go back to the game and just move on. Now, I should have looked if we have any of those books, but we're going to just cycle through our books anyway. So we're just going to read all the books that we have. This will kill a little bit of time, and it will give us access to all the recipes and things. Oh, am I still overlaid? I don't know if I'm overlaid. No. Okay. Still learning Twitch. Don't hate me. So we'll read through here. So yeah, I don't even know if we have the book recipes. I should have looked through what the books were, but it doesn't really matter. I made my point. It's just silly. Just a silly recipe. Yeah, and like I said, I know there are people right now who are going through and they're redoing a lot of book stuff. Oh, these are not... What does the 18 mean? Does this mean this is a... Is the 18 the number of recipes in it? That doesn't seem right. Is that the charges to it? It has recipes in it. I thought the recipe books don't have charges. Dainty dishes fit for a king 18. It has 16 recipes in it. Okay. I mean, I don't know what the 18 stands for, but okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, like I said, right now there are people who are working, they're adding new books to the game, they're reassessing what is an auto-learned recipe, what should be book-learned, where, you know, what books should have what recipes. So that's like a work in progress. You know, there are people who are trying to fix some of those more outlandish kind of little things like that. And like I said, I love Cataclysm. That's just a mild annoyance. I'm a big complainer. I have a very low tolerance for adversity at this point, so I basically complain about everything. So we'll polish off reading here. I don't think I didn't see any books here that I think would have the recipe, but we will check. We do have some crafty books. So pipe, nope, no pipe cleaner recipe. Man, that's a real bummer. Whatever, still gonna keep the MP5 on me. It is damaged and it does have fouling. I don't really know what the consequences of fouling are. I don't know if it's a, oh, excuse me, hiccup. I don't know if it's a like penalty to aiming. I don't know if it's likelihood to damage the weapon. I don't know if it's like catastrophic damage where like the gun actually would explode and deal damage to me or some crazy thing like that. I gotta assume it's just less accurate and maybe the aim time goes up. Would be my guess, but I really don't know. So we'll hang on to that just for emergency situations. Looks like it picks up every book that we read, so we're gonna need to drop all of this good stuff. So we'll drop that. Yeah, we're gonna keep the gun on us. We can probably just lose these socks. I don't know why I even wear socks in this game. It's, I guess, for roleplay, because like I can't remember a time when I have worn shoes but not socks. What are we wearing? Sneakers? Yeah, I would never wear sneakers without socks. That sounds sweaty and gross and odorous. We can lose the MP3 player at this point. Our focus did rebound to 72, which is pretty impressive given how injured, how much pain we were in and all that stuff. So that is nice. Let's eat something. Anything rotted yet? Ah, there it is. So we talked at the beginning of the stream about how all of our canned goods are going to rot on us because of container issues. They're still being generated as open. So yeah, we have just so much rotten food. And again, for like roleplay reasons, I guess I don't like keeping rotten food in the house, so we'll get rid of as much of this as we can carry. Just a little bit too much for us to carry. Oh, and we can't even. That's right, because I can't pick them up because they are they're still considered to be open. So let's just use advanced inventory here, move all this stuff to our feet, and we'll use the hauling menu. And we'll just put that in a neighboring apartment, just because we wouldn't want rotten food hanging around in our base. That's obviously not something you would do in real life. So, all right, let's eat something. Again, a lot of this stuff is going to be going bad, so we might as well eat some things. We'll eat the veggie pizza for a big hit of calories. We'll eat a PB&J. We're still hungry. We're still thirsty. I'm going to exit the menu. We're full. Okay. Still having to learn, that the eat menu doesn't actually update the way it's supposed to, so we're full now. I'm not going to drink anything because that would boost us to engorged, and I don't want to keep vomiting. And I hate that there's vomit in our base now. I would love to clean that up, but I don't have a mop, so. Oh, well, internet, it's about 10 o'clock. Like I said, I have a work thing I need to do, which should be, I have to do something with my vehicle before it gets any darker and people go to sleep, and I can't be out making a bunch of noise. So I'm going to go take care of some work stuff. I think that's going to be a wrap for this evening. Again, was just a quick stream trying to force myself to do this a little bit more regularly. Special thanks to everyone who came out. I appreciate, really liked coming back from going down to talk to the family and seeing that there were 9 people in chat. I don't know, live feedback. I don't know. I expect 1 or 2 people maybe on a regular basis to show up. So I appreciate that you stopped by. I appreciate those of you who took the time to chat with me. Obviously, small Twitch player means I get to interact with you directly, whereas a large Twitch, entertainer does not really respond to people directly in chat. So that's going to do it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. This stuff will be on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hey, check me out at twitch.tv/TheMurderUnicorn. And I will be putting out a regular Twitch streaming schedule sometime in the near future. For now, it's very sporadic. But yeah. So that's going to be a wrap. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the future.